Of hitters, and he was ready to rock and roll. I think we're going to see a good one tonight.
Swung on, lifted in the air to left and deep. Back goes Quan, track, wall.
Welcome to Baseball Extra. Have you ever witnessed a pitcher reach a level of pure dominance where every throw is a masterpiece and every out feels inevitable? Tonight, we're breaking down a performance that transcended a typical game, a historic night on the mound that left fans absolutely spellbound. Get ready, because what Tanner Bibee did against the White Sox wasn't just a game. It was a statement. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome to Baseball Extra. We're diving deep into an unforgettable pitching gem from Tanner Bibee, who took the mound as our Toyota starting pitcher against the Chicago White Sox. This wasn't just any start. It was Bibee's fifth career outing against Chicago, and he entered with an impressive 3-0 record against them. While his era against the Sox might have had some scratching their heads beforehand, tonight, he proved that some pitchers just own certain opponents. Bibee has been putting in serious work, refining his mechanics and mental approach. We've seen him build momentum through the season, and in his last start, he truly found his rhythm, attacking hitters and staying ahead in counts. Tonight, that preparation paid off in spades. The White Sox lineup, featuring some hot bats like catcher Caulfield, was ready for a fight, but Bibee had other plans. In the very first inning, after a deep fly ball to left was hauled in by Quan at the wall for the first out boy, that ball carried to Bibee faced Teal. Teal ripped the ball toward second, but our infielder, Brocchio, made a truly spectacular diving stop towards first. He popped up, fired to first, and got Teal out. What an absolutely tremendous play by Brocchio, denying a hot-hitting Teal and showcasing the kind of defensive support that makes a pitcher's job easier. 2 quick outs, and Bibee was already in control. Then, to cap off the first, Bibee delivered a masterful pitch, catching the next batter looking for strike 3. A clean 1-2-3 inning for the White Sox. This was the first sign that Bibee was dialed in. Across the diamond, the White Sox's Martin Perez was on the mound for his 9th start. While Perez has generally been good, he's not known for overpowering stuff, and he's had his struggles on the road. Tonight, those struggles surfaced early. He issued back-to-back walks to start the game, bringing up Jose Ramirez, who absolutely loves hitting against the White Sox. This was a tense moment. A walk, another walk. The bases seemed to be loading up, but Perez, facing a critical situation, induced a ground ball towards short. Montgomery fielded it, flipped to second for 1, and they turned the double play on Ramirez. Wow, what a colossal play from Martin Perez, escaping a jam and getting Jose Ramirez to bang into a double play. Quan advanced to third, but with 2 outs, the threat was diminished. The inning ended with a high pop-up, caught by Miguel Vargas at third. No score after 1, and already, the game-changing plays were piling up. As we moved into the second inning, Tanner Bibee continued his assault on the White Sox lineup. He painted the corners, resulting in a called strike 3 on a hanging changeup, and Montgomery was his second strikeout victim. Then, another called strike 3 on a changeup. My goodness, Bibee was absolutely dealing. He wiped out the White Sox on just 10 pitches in that inning. 10 pitches to retire the side. That's pure efficiency, pure mastery on the mound. Brooks Baldwin led off the third for the White Sox, and Bibee kept the pressure on. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Bibee, again on a wicked changeup. He truly loves that pitch. With 4 strikeouts already, Bibee had retired the first 7 White Sox batters in a row. He was in an untouchable zone. But then, the White Sox finally broke through. Meadroth lined one into right field for their first hit of the game. It was a good approach, going the other way on a heater. And then, another line drive to left field dropped for a hit. Back-to-back singles with 1 out. The White Sox had runners on, threatening to score. This was a moment where the game could shift. Could Bibee maintain his composure? A potential double play ball came next. The tag, the throw, and they got 2 outs to end the inning. Another phenomenal defensive play, shutting down the White Sox rally and maintaining Bibee's shutout bid. Meanwhile, Martin Perez seemed to have settled in for the White Sox. After walking their first 2 batters, he hadn't allowed a single base runner since. So, after 3 innings here in downtown Cleveland, it was still a scoreless battle between the Guardians and the White Sox. As the game headed into the 4th inning, Bibee continued to expand the strike zone, striking out another batter to bring his total to 5. Then, a swing and a miss, strike 3 on a nasty curveball. BB was getting batters to chase, utterly flummoxing the White Sox lineup. The side was retired, and still no score here in downtown Cleveland. BB looked as good as we've seen him all year long. This was a pitching masterclass in progress. It was crucial for Martin Perez to keep dealing, just as he had in the last 2 innings. But baseball is a game of moments, and in the bottom of the 4th, David Fry stepped up with 2 outs and the bases empty. Fry had popped out to third in his first at-bat. This time, he went down and got it a ball high and deep. And goodbye. Onto the home run porch. David Fry and the Guardians struck first with a 2-out solo blast in the 4th inning. The Guardians took a 1-0 lead, their first hit of the game putting them in front. The crowd roared to life. Into the bottom of the 5th, number 9 hitter Austin Hedges stepped in. He had bounced to third his first time up. This time, he hit a broken bat looper down the left field line. Fair ball. It dropped. Rounding third, heading for home, and scoring was Noel. Austin Hedges came through again with an RBI single, extending the Guardians' lead to 2-0. What a clutch hit. Cleveland had now given Tanner Bibee a 2-run cushion. 5 innings were complete, and the Guardians were up 2-0. In the 6th, a chopper to third got off the glove of Ramirez. That'll be an error, his 11th of the campaign. The ball rolled into left, but then a weak tapper to short was handled by Gabby Arias, who fired him out. Bibee was just simply overmatching the White Sox tonight. 2-0 Cleveland as we headed to the middle of the 6th. The heart of the White Sox order, Sosa, Montgomery, Vargas faced Tanner Bibee in the 7th. Bibee continued to pitch with absolute precision. A 2-1 pitch resulted in a swing and a miss. He went up the ladder with a high fastball for his 9th strikeout of the night. His next pitch was hammered to right, towards the line, but Kenzie Noel made a fantastic chest-high catch. Noel really moves well for a big man. Then, a routine hopper to short. Arias made a low throw, but Manzardo made a phenomenal scoop, saving Gabby Arias from a throwing error. A true team effort was on display tonight. 9 pitches for Bibee in that inning. 2-0 Guardians lead, and this was truly a pitcher's duel. In the bottom of the 7th, a third base hit fair down the line went for a 2-out double for Arias, putting a runner in scoring position. White Sox rookie manager Will Venable made a move to the bullpen, bringing in Steven Wilson. Martin Perez exited to applause, having done a great job of pitching after his shaky start. Left-handed hitting Nolan Jones came in to pinch hit. Jones hit a ground ball up the middle and through. Arias rounded third and scored. It was a 2-out pinch hit RBI single for Nolan Jones, making it 3-0 Cleveland. He didn't hit it hard, but it was perfectly placed. This added a crucial insurance run. By this point, Tanner Bibee was as good as we'd ever seen him. A 2-hit shutout was unfolding, 3-0 Cleveland, as we entered the 8th inning. Andrew Benintendi popped up the first pitch, and Quan made a long run, got there, and made the catch. Another out. Then, a bounce to short for the 2nd out. This was a huge opportunity for Tanner Bibee to potentially throw a complete game, and maybe even a complete game shutout. Cleveland held a 3-0 lead, and Bibee needed just 2 more pitches to get 2 outs in the 8th. He induced a chopper to third that came up shoulder high to Ramirez, who gunned it over for the final out. A 4-pitch inning for Tanner Bibee. Incredible efficiency. Cleveland had a 3-0 lead heading into the bottom of the 8th. Anel Martinez then stepped up for the Guardians and boomed it to deep right field. Goodbye. His 11th home run of the year made it 4-0 Guardians. Cleveland had now tallied single runs in 4 different innings, extending their lead to 4-0. Tanner Bibee started the 9th inning at a lean 90 pitches. 9th inning, Cleveland up 4-0, and history was in the making. He hit Robertson on the foot, the first freebie Bibee had given up all night, having not walked anyone. A chopper to short. Arias gloved it and threw to first. Kyle Teal came up with runners at second for only the 2nd time all night for Chicago. Then, a 2-2 swing and a miss. Bibee struck him out for his 10th strikeout of the night. That equaled his season high of 10 punchouts. The last hope for the White Sox was Lenyn Sosa. With 21,729 fans on their feet, Tanner Bibee was 1 out away from a complete game shutout. Sosa hit a little bloop to shallow right field. Jones dove. He made the catch. Ball game. Oh, what a play by Nolan Jones. He sold out, laying out completely, and saved Tanner Beebe's first ever complete game shutout not just in the major leagues, but in his entire professional career. What an unbelievable play by Jones, and what an effort by Tanner Beebe. The Guardians were 4-0 winners over the White Sox, propelled by a pitching performance that will be talked about for years. This wasn't just a victory. It was a dominant display from start to finish. Beebe's control, his devastating changeup, and the incredible defense behind him created a truly special night of baseball. This is the kind of premium baseball content we love to bring you here on Baseball Extra. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Tanner Beebe's historic night, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Baseball Extra for more in-depth analysis and highlights. We appreciate your support.